today, Mr. Ledger. The day after the T-Mobile Sprint merger was announced, 9 top T-Mobile execs checked into Trump Hotel. Is that correct?
Thank you, Congressman, for the question. We announced our deal on April 29th, and on April 30th, we came to Washington, D.C. as a leadership team for 2 things. One is to meet the FCC and the DOJ. The second is to announce our quarterly earnings. Well, that was the reason for a large group.
I understand there was a purpose in coming, but the very next day, 9 top execs checked into the Trump Hotel after the announcement, correct?
Yes, sir. And very importantly, if I may add, I made the decision. I'm a long-time Trump Hotel stayer, way before this transaction. For example, for 10 years I've stayed.
Okay. But the company had not paid for more than 2 nights at Trump Hotel prior to the announcement, correct?
Sir, the Trump Hotel was only in existence for about a year, and frankly, we had no reason to be here.
The bottom line, though, is that, only 2 nights had been paid for by T-Mobile prior to the announcement, correct?
At the Trump D.C., but not counting
Trump D.C.
tons of other hotels.
Trump D.C. Hotel. But now let me, because I'm running out of time now. And since the announcement, $195,000 has been spent by T-Mobile at Trump Hotel, Washington. Is that true? Yes or no?
That number is approximately true, and it's also 10% of our spend in Washington, D.C.
And I understand. But now,
50%
prior, do you see how that looks? In other words, you don't spend any money at Trump Hotel 2 nights, and then after the merger, you spend $195,000 at the Trump Hotel?
Sir, that's not on that night, and I would say...
Well, no, I'm saying over the last 11 months, you've spent $195,000. Do you understand the optics of that, what it looks like? It looks like what's happening is that T-Mobile is trying to curry favor with the White House. Did it occur to you that members of the public, members of Congress, the FCC, and President Trump himself, did it occur that we would all see that expenditure as an attempt by T-Mobile to gain acceptance by Donald Trump and his administration?
Congressman, I was and I am 100% sure that this deal will be judged by the FCC and the DOJ.
But I'm just talking about the optics of what happened.
The optics of me staying at the Trump Hotel haven't changed for 10 years.
Well, I appreciate that. It kind of doesn't pass the smell test with the American public. It looks like you're trying to purchase influence. It looks like could be a violation of the Emoluments Clause of the United States Constitution. Let me ask you this question. Do you know if the Trump Organization or the Trump campaign or the Trump administration has attempted to contact the Justice Department to talk about this merger?
Sir, I have no information of that at all.
Do you know, has T-Mobile had any discussions with the Trump Organization or the Trump campaign or the Trump administration about approving this merger?
I have not, and I'm not aware of any discussions by my organization.